Who wants to keep running? The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Yeah, that is definitely a concern, is like, if they start falling behind, these heroes are just going to completely melt. So just like an Earth Spirit roll silence, plus like a Nature's TP. They'll all die.
Yeah, I'm not sold. I also think a lot of balls here.
I mean, when you look at the two carries, Gorg and Nefrit, is someone having an easier lane, a harder lane? You know, who's going to get the free farm to start off the action?
I think PA is going to have a very easy time on this lane up until Darkseer and Earth Spirit get levels, because with that level 2 Ion Shell placed on the Earth Spirit and the Darkseer, you can just body this PA. But the Weaver should have no issue at all this lane, so I'm pretty fond of it.
Yeah, and we can see indeed Ixon on the Weaver getting the beautiful start that was able to chase down Staman and didn't have roll at level 1, so no escape for the Earth Spirit.
In terms of CS, I do think Wind Ranger will struggle for a bit, but that's the beauty of a hero who loves to build Maelstrom. You can catch up later on.
See top lane, ready to try and get aggressive. They're in with the Ink Swell. They've got the damage to blow up Spartan. They get the kill. Rajik's able to step back. The Mystic Snake from Nefrit, not enough. Salves at the ready. Rajik's will be able to stay in lane. It doesn't seem like there's a safe position at all for him really up on that lane with the action that Team Bold's bringing.
And Gork is doing so comfortably on this bottom lane that he's going for the naked Battle Fury. No treads, no boots.
And top. Again, they'll get in aggressive onto Spartan. They get the kill. We'll see TP's coming over. Rajix, he's trying to get that proc onto Nefrit. What the salve? Not going to save him. Shaman's in, able to crush him down. Now looks to turn over towards Pablo's. Brame, they are being able to get some action back in their favor here as Stamanon's able to turn things around with that TP.
Just playing from the back foot for way too long.
I say Nefrit. He's in a lot of trouble. Team Bold, they find him farming away and there's no backup despite the fact that he's by his tier 2 tower. Nobody even attempts to get over there, believing that they can't do so in time. Once that Battle Fury comes out, that gap is only going to get bigger.
Absolutely. It's going to be on the rest of Brame to make as much space as possible once they hit this arc of timing, or they're just in too much of a difficult place at the moment.
Oh, we'll see the chase on a Spartan hit. They do try with the turnaround. 11 will drop the wall, but Pablo and Rajix are able to get back to safety. Ixon with the wraparound takes down Spartan. And you see the death of Pablo. 1 for 1 here on the supports. 11 still hovering around in the river. Rolling Thunder not quite ready to go, as Rajix will be chased, but he's still got means to escape this with a shield crash and a swashbuckle, and he's over the cliff, and he's away. Shamanon will try and look for the angle to chase, but he's unlikely to get a catch on it. Rajix, he's still trying for this. It's getting spookier and spookier. He's going to commit with the Magnetize, but another swashbuckle, he's out and away. Meanwhile, Ixon's cutting the creeps in the mid lane, and indeed Rajix stays safe. We'll see in the mid, Static Storm drop down. They'll use it to secure the kill onto the Weaver.
It's a Stone Gaze, right? So when you're playing against Medusa as a PA, it's more about killing the rest of her team and saving her for last.
We'll see mid. Mr. Manon not quite connecting the full combo there onto Ixon. So Ixon's able to step out. They will push them back here from the tower. They'll look for the glimpse setup, dropping the Static Storm as well for the attempt onto Pablo. Roll, again, not going to quite reach him there. Didn't have the stone to get the extra length, but the wall is dropped down. Pablo dying to the Magnetize. He will go down, but now they're going to pay the price. Roll over, great shackle shot, launching both 11 and Stamanon together. Now, for using the Stone Gaze to create the space for the rest of the team to back off. Will just be the 1 for 1 for now. Gorg poking from the sidelines, but not wanting to get too involved quite yet.
Team Bald wisely back off here, I would say.
Now keep it to the high ground. Stamanon, he'll be the first one to reveal his intentions as he goes straight up with the roll. The Static Storm will be used to kill off Pablo. There's a 1 for 1. Let's see if they want to go for anything more at Team Bob. Rajix will go for a quick bounce onto Nefrit with the Rolling Thunder. Glimpse won't quite set anything into motion. It's both in that sort of area. Oh, DD Rune as well. Someone is going to have that on their hands for the fight. Ooh, Rajix.
If they can bait out the Rolling Thunder here, that is so good for them.
Let's see what they got. They've got the initial silence. Static Storm as well.
Oh, this
He's already used the Yules. That's Rajix gone. We'll see Team Bod having a bit of a poke back with the shackle shot, but there's no more out of that. So now 50-second window. Roshan will be up. Rajix, he will not.
Team Bald are going to try anyway. They're going to try to scout out with the Weaver bugs and just poke from a distance.
11 taking quite a beat down. Another bash hits. 11, he's in trouble. He's able to get forced back to safety in time. 11 will live. Gorg commits with the BKB, but he's having to back off now with the Stone Gaze going up from their Frit. They get the drag back onto Ixon, caught in the middle of the Sprout. Ixon will fall. Another hero down without buyback. Rajix back in action. He'll be heading over because BKB used by Gorgs.
And he chose to not buy the MKB for himself, which you do see a lot of Nature's Prophets do. He just is depending entirely on this Medusa to do the killing. I'm just going to buffer up as much as possible.
Good catch on Ixon. Well, we'll of course get them the information that they have the vision around that area. The only one with significant farm right now. As we see, over to the side, action's going to start with Stamanen going down and Radjix. Same with the rollover onto Nefrit, but Nefrit, of course, still holding onto the Aegis and the Stone Gaze. Pablo will get picked off to the side, but Excalibur in return will be able to shoot down Spartan. Buyback comes out from Pablo. Team Bolt are going to try and chase for more Gorg. He's able to poke out the Stone Gaze. Now looks to reset off to the side. Wish, he's sprouted himself for now, and he's stuck in position. Let's see if they can get back in on this. Jump forward from Gorg. He's looking for the target. They get the shackle shot in onto Wish. Wish, he should. Oh no, he's going to be kept alive. Wish, he's still alive. Finally goes down. But now Team Bolt, they've got to back away. Radjix shot down by the Medusa as Nefrit's ready to push back on.
And was saying on, actually, he was talking about how these are mostly dependent heroes playing versus a disruptor. We can really see that come into play when Weaver tries to.
Oh, here we go. They're going to try and again jump in onto Nefrit. Now looking over to the back lines. Gorg tries to find 11, but he's not quite got the damage to finish him off. Now Gorg's in trouble. The Stone Gaze freezes him in position. He gets the heals going as the lifesteal turns towards Stamanen. Begins to heal back up, and he's got the backup of Radjix. Goes head over for Nefrit once again. Shackle shot is in, but can they bring this Medusa down? Gorg trying to focus the Medusa, but he hasn't got the damage. Nefrit's still alive. They've only lost Spartan on Brame, whereas Team Bolt, they've lost 3. Pablo as well, also to fall as he's trapped in the Sprout. They threw everything in there, Team Bolt, to try and get that Medusa brought down, but it just couldn't happen. Nefrit survives. The ultimates, and that second one thrown in is going to leave very little chances for Team Bolt to play their way out of the engagements. They're down 22k right now. See Ixon is being hunted out here. Good force to break out of the Sprout. Damage and control is too much for Stamanen and Wish. Ixon goes down, no buyback for him.
For a high-tempo snowball kind of lineup, it just didn't work out. Brame dodged quite well and took farm in the correct places.
Not going to see Excalibur. He's going to try and go out for some action. Knows that there was a move made up top. Pots the BKB, but of course Nefrit with the MKB and the Skadi just tears down Excalibur. No struggle whatsoever. We'll see the Stone Gaze come out. Pablo is able to get the Dark Portrait off in time. Wish up on the high ground looking towards Ixon. Radjix, he has to roll away. The Dark Portrait will get brought down. And again, 2 dead, Pablo and Excalibur. No buybacks. Brame will have the space to take this bottom racks. As Gorg, Radjix and Ixon are left in their fountain. I don't think there's much they can do with just the 3 of them as Brame push on. Gorg will jump out, able to burst through Spartan. Vacuum back into play as well as the wall. Gorg trying to stand his ground with the Satanic. Jumps back into the fountain just in time, but the Ancient goes down. GG is called as Brame will take this game 1 against Team Bolt Reborn.
It will be a Nefrit Centaur, so Centaur safe lane. They will put the
Carry
Viper on
Centaur.
the off lane.
Okay.
That's cool.
I was not expecting that one to be.
Well, they are putting the Viper versus the Wraith King, which I do think is the.
We'll see both mids able to get the refill, of course, on the water runes. We'll see an aggressive attempt there for Stamanen, but Gorg quickly puts a stop to the charge with the blast. See if they can keep the stacks building up onto Ixon, though, as he's trying his best to hide around the trees, but I don't think there's much running away from this, as Ixon will go down. First blood for 11.
Meanwhile, in bot lane, they do get the kill on Mars. Really well played by Spartan. He just used that Centaur creep to zone. Nefrit went for a hood first, which is very standard for Centaur. It's going to be very valuable against Mars and Willow early on, and he's actually going for a Vanguard next without boots. So this is the build he's doing so far. He's going to be as tanky as he can be.
Oh, the good kill up top. 11. Getting a little over-aggressive. Backup is coming in, and that was the easiest double kill Wish picked up. Just rolls into the lane, a couple of rockets, and a couple of kills. But other heroes, Tinker in particular, Team Bolt can get the catch on Wish in the fights. It's going to be pretty much their main goal. Top lane, Gorg. He's going to get got upon here. He needs backup. He's going to go down the once. Backup will now turn up. See if they can turn anything around here as they look towards Stamanen. Wish in the trees, though. They've got to be careful as these rockets start to get laid out upon them. Lead in with the ultimate. They get the knockback onto Excalibur. That's the Quap God. Now with the charge in, Shamanen's ready to set up for more. Straight over towards Ixon. 2 dead on Team Bolt. Spartan's coming in with a heal. Stamanen steps out to the side. He's able to get himself out of the arena. Spartan will be left behind. So they'll take the trade there. Lose the Enchantress, but the life of the Spirit Breaker is saved. We'll see Nefrit, stepping up very boldly here. Into the triangle, 3 heroes around. Nefrit doesn't care.
Who's gonna stop him? They don't have their cooldowns up. They don't have percentage-based damage. Arena did just come up though.
Oh, see the Arena attempt
Still
onto 11. That'll be a catch that Ragic should be able to finish off the job on. Again, top lane Gorg. Still 90 seconds, no reincarnation. He's in a lot of trouble. Wish and Stamanen, they will do this. It's a spooky game when he's not got the ult.
Yeah, if they can hit this timing on Team Vault with Gorg's items, they can take back a lot of this map before Tinker gets strong enough, because he's still not quite there yet.
See bottom. 11 will get the catch onto Excalibur, but the burst damage from the 3 of Team Bold is too much for this Viper. Excalibur gets the kill, and Ragix, he's looking for the further setup. He's got the catch onto Stamanen, Arena's there. No escape for the Spirit Breakers. Team Bold, they pick up 2 quick kills and start to invade the jungle of Brame. Always that case, right? Especially when they build around the Tinker as much as they have, having a bit of a different carry. Now, if this Tinker dies and doesn't have buyback, then the fight's going to be lost and buildings are going to go down as well. Mid, they're going to look for the setup onto Nefrit, and well, there we go. A very nice quick jump there from Ragix. I mean, you could tell with Nefrit's positioning, he didn't think that they would dare make that sort of play onto him. He was like, I got a heart, I got all this magic resistance. Vanguard, it didn't matter. Team Bolt, they believed they could blow him up, and they could. Brame, Nefrit were not ready for that at all.
Very well played, and all they extended there was what the...
Oh, an Excalibur. He's going to need to stop the TP. They do the root. Pablo gets the catch there to follow up Excalibur's silence. That's Wish down the once. The Aegis is gone. Ragix is ready to line himself up in position. Perfect timing with the spear. Huge moves here from Team Bold as they get themselves back in action. A bit of a premature attempt there with the BKB from Gorg. See bottom lane, Stamanen. Nice little charge onto the creep wave to start off the action. Excalibur is out with the blink and the TP. Won't be able to find him in time, so Excalibur makes it out of there. Mid lane though, Gorg, he's actually going to look to try and get back in. He's going to get in with the jump, Ray Fire Blast to start things off onto Nefrit. Nefrit's dying underneath the tower. He's going to try and step away. The Curse Crown will hit. They need a little bit more damage. Sonic Wave, not quite enough, but the Earth Splitter is. Nefrit goes down. Team Bolt, again, they seize the opportunity to take down the Centaur. Tower still goes down in the mid lane. Knew about that Shadow Realm. Still looking to maybe find something off the back of this smoke. Look, Nefrit, get the spear set up. They want to try and commit fully onto him. See if they can do it this time. They can't. Gorg's going to get charged, taken down once. See the second life hit from Gorg come into position, but he immediately gets who stomped. He needs backup and he needs it now. Is he going to get it? He pops the BKB, tries to turn, but Gorg will fall. Excalibur as well, also going down there. The 2 biggest losses there for Team Bold. I mean, yeah, we saw there in that time round with Nefrit with his BKB. They did struggle to really even bring him down to half HP they want. So, bottom lane, Ragix, wish he was onto him, but Ragix TP's out in time. Top lane's getting siege though, and still 10 seconds or so. No Wraith King or Quap for the defense. And that poison attack, they'll be able to make good work here of the melee racks. Now see what Team Bolt can do now with the full roster back alive. They're looking for the setup. Ragix, he has got the arena down to the 2 of them. Gorg jumps in, dispatches the Spartan, now turns over towards Nefrit. Gorg's going to be a bit cautious. He gets caught by the root, has to put the BKB. Looking for a target now. He's going to stay on top of the Centaur, but the Stampede is up. Wish to the side with the BKB. He's able to blink away. They'll get the spear into the Ray Fire Blast onto Nefrit, but he's still too tanky. Gorg can't commit on him with the BKB coming to an end. Gorg has to back off.
They're tickling him right now. Jeez.
Goes out to the mid. Gorg stepped out of this. He's going to go for the BKB TP. Stamanen, can he find him with the ult? He can't.
Oh, this is so scary. Without this BKB on Wraith King, not sure how they're going to take this fight to defend this bottom side.
Yeah, Brame could definitely force up to the high ground pretty hard now. One of them knowing that Gorg doesn't have his full potential to turn up to the action. We see Excalibur trying to jump in and start things up, but Wish is able to get the BKB off in time. Blink to the side, Wish is fine. The arena's down, but the BKB's out from 11. Stamanen will fall. See Pablo trying to find Wish, but Wish is already out the TP. Gorg charging in. BKB's still on cooldown for 40 seconds. He does have to reincarnate though. They burst through him the once. He needs backup, but he doesn't look like he's going to get it. Oh, he's able to get the blink off in time.
Beautiful, beautiful by Ixon.
But Spartan forces out to the side. Nefrit's still sticking around for the barracks. See them set up with the Viper Strike onto Excalibur. Stun. In onto the Elder Titan. Elder Titan goes down. Buyback's available from Ikeson. Sonic Wave to the side. Burst through 11. They've brought down the Viper. They've got the Yule set up onto Wish. They're seeing if they can catch this Tinker. Pablo's in on top of him as well. Gorg in with the BKB, but the Bloodstone, it's healing up Wish. Gorg, can he finish off this Tinker? He can. Double kill for Gorg. What more can they find here, Team Bold? And stepping over towards Nefrit. See Spartan hiding in the trees. Nefrit still very beefy. Still a full minute left on the Aegis. We're going to see the death of Ikeson. Gorg, he hasn't got the damage to deal with Nefrit right now. As they lose the first life of the Wraith King, he's ready for round 2. Spear over to the side will trap Spartan. Great angle from Radix. As they take out Enchantress, Nefrit should fall the once, finally, slowly. But can they do it a second time? He's ready for round 2. The question is, our Team Bold. Let's see what they can do here. Has got Stampede available.
He's got backup coming.
Yeah, they're poking very carefully because here's the man in charging forward straight over towards Excalibur. The root catches on to Nefrit. They're still so careful how they approach him. Gorg will tickle him with a Ray Fire Blast, but they're trying to ignore him and turn towards the Spirit Breaker instead. Radix, you'll set up Arena's back up. Spear down on the man and the Spirit Breaker will fall. Nefrit, he'll look to hide in the trees and TP out. He'll back away. There we go. They're listening to you, Ephey. They're making the call, they're making the moves. They're in onto Spartan, dragged back by the splitter. He should go down here, or maybe not. He's out to the side. Spartan, he's actually away. Excalibur jumps up to look to finish him off. He'll turn towards Nefrit. BKB from Gorg, he looks to commit, but Nefrit with the BKB Stampede, he's able to get away. Excalibur still trying to kill Spartan, but he hasn't quite been able to do so yet. Another dagger out, Spartan finally dies. The rest of Brame, what's their move now? They're backing off. As Team Bold, they get a kill.
So tanky there. They all into him, kind of, and if they had managed to kill him a few seconds earlier, they might have been able to take down Nefrit too. But that Holy Locket really came into play there with the Nature's Attendance. So.
Seeing some big deaths here. That's Pablo out, Ikeson as well. Neither with buyback. Can Team Bold do anything about this? Gorg and Excalibur, they're charging back in. They're looking for Wish. They get the spear back, but the 3-man who stopped the charger as well. Across the 3 of them, takes Radix out of the game. Gorg is going to be back up for a second life, but the BKB is on cooldown. He can't do anything alone against these 4 as Gorg will fall. He has got buyback, but it would only be down to him and Excalibur to try and hold. We'll see if they give it an attempt. As Brame, they've got the 4 of them alive. They're heading straight over towards the tier 4s, looking to close up the game and the series. Gorg's in with the buyback. They have the fortification. 10 seconds until Ikeson's back in. But can the 3 of them keep this game going?
Honestly, Owen, I take it back. Centaur scales just fine.
I mean, yeah, Gorg just disappears in a matter of seconds. There's Nefrit, gets in on top of him, charging towards the base as well. Ikeson trying to keep their attention off the Ancient, but it's not going to work. GG is called. As Brame, they'll take the game, the series, it's all theirs. 2-0.